Yo, what is poppin', ladies and gents? It's your boy Step Brian back here again with another Unordinary reaction episode. I forget. This is a continuing trend because I always forget. You know, I got Alzheimer's disease, short-term memory loss, all that shit. Because I just looked at it beforehand, but hey, it do not matter because we getting this shit started anyway. So let's hop right into this chapter. Last time we checked, Arlo was like, "Yo, bro, alright. I gotta tell you the whole story. I gotta spill it. I gotta spill everything. You know the feds ain't around, but like, hey, I know I signed the non-disclosure agreement, but it's time to break that shit. Alright. So here we are. I've always noticed the inconsistencies in John's behavior. I mean, he is kind of bipolar as of late, but whenever I asked him about it, he has never given me a straight answer. I don't want to waste energy trying to get explanations out of him anymore. Right now, I don't want to talk to him at all. That's kind of harsh. Arlo, you're the only other person who knows the full story. I want you to tell me what really happened between you and John. He really looking at her like, alright, bet. I know for a fact he finna not tell the whole story though. Oh, episode 165. There we go. We found the answer. I'm sure you are aware your friend John stuck out like a sore thumb. Claimed that he was a cripple, but he sure as hell didn't act like one. I knew he was hiding something, and I didn't like the idea of an unknown roaming around Wellston, so I had Ison look into him. Turns out my suspicions were right. John was secretly a high tier. I wanted to see what he was capable of, so I went after him. And you already know what happens afterwards. No, she doesn't. She doesn't know. She really doesn't. John told me everything about how you deceived him, dragged him out and humiliated him. You completely destroyed him. If you go anywhere near John again, I will end you. I had you suspended and spent the next few weeks waiting for the school to break John down. Let me see, wait, did I read that correctly? And I had you suspended and spent the next few weeks waiting for the school to break down John. Yeah, break John down, same shit. Then I took him to our turf wars location and had Millie and Ventus ambush him. That's about the extent of what John told you, right? Just about. I thought so. He did a good job demonizing me. You wouldn't even give me the time of day until now. Though I can't really complain, especially after what I did to him. I never should have involved myself with him. John's much more dangerous than you know. Nobody wants to make enemies with someone like him. Why do you and Elaine both talk about him as if he's some kind of monster? Was your experience with him really that terrible? What else has he kept from me? Well, for starters, he was the king of his old high school in New Boston. It's crazy, right? You know, she must be like, oh shit, yeah, there we go. That's the face that I was talking about. She's like, oh, what is going on? New Boston. He wasn't homeschooled? Oh, right. You didn't know that. I don't know why you're still surprised at this point. Homeschooling? Just another lie he made up so the others wouldn't question his history. No. Just like me, John became the king in his second year of high school. And that same year, he was expelled for brutalizing his classmates. Expelled? Brutalized his classmates? So he's done this before. When I brought him out to the field, I already knew he was powerful. But I didn't expect him to be much stronger than I was. Obviously, I was wrong. Oh my fucking god, I can't talk. I didn't humiliate him. Man, why am I having such problems with saying that fucking word? Crazy. I didn't destroy him. I was defeated and lost my title on that day. Since then, he's been ordering me around. And when you lost your ability, that was the worst. I practically became his errand boy. Even though I made it clear that I wanted nothing to do with him. He continued to call on me. Over and over. And over. And over. Okay, how many times are we gonna say this kid? Whenever he was dissatisfied with anything, he'd find me and take out his anger on me. Oh man, such a sob story, bro. Yelling, cursing, punching. LOL. He was an absolute nightmare to deal with. That can't be right. If there's one thing I'm sure about John, is that he handles things on his own. You're not making this up, are you? Huh? How would I benefit from making stuff up? I'm telling you my side of the story, just like you asked. Believe whatever you want. Fine. Then how did John get to the state he is in now? Wait, yo, so there's one thing she didn't find out though. And I knew this was gonna happen. You didn't say anything about the day after you guys took him out to the Turf Wars location. What about when he what about when he protected Serafina from getting kidnapped again, and when those guys broke into the house with the teddy bear and shit, you know? Bro, what about all that? You didn't say anything about that. And what about, bro? What about when he was telling you guys to protect her and shit, and you were like, yeah, we'll protect her and all that. Didn't protect her really, like, yeah, you just said, yeah, you have all the power you need to do this, but you didn't do anything. Because I stopped listening to him. What? There's a limit to my patience. You'd think, for someone always spitting the same orders. Protect Serafina. Watch after Serafina. For someone so concerned about your safety, that the least he could do is stand up for you while you were being tortured in front of him. After Zeke challenged you, when you were on the ground, injured and bleeding, the least he could do was use his powers to defend you, right? He could have stopped everything in an instant, but he just sat there and watched like a coward. How could I respect someone like him? Why would I continue following his orders? Someone like that has no right to command me. Hey, you know, it's all for the disguise, right? Disguise, I ain't talking mimic you. When you were abducted by those mid-tiers, John nearly sabotaged our entire search operation, all because he wanted to beat up Ison over a personal grudge. Actually, it wasn't over the personal grudge. It was because he was actually taking down everybody in the hierarchy, so that's the one part you kind of got a mistake. But there's also another thing you didn't tell her. Didn't you guys? I know for a fact he knows what happened to the guys who kidnapped her. I don't think he told them what happened to them. If we hadn't run into Evie, it wouldn't have taken us much longer to find you. John prioritized revenge over your safety, and that was the last I could stand for his foolish behavior. So I pulled him aside. I told him to do better. I told him to use his power responsibly. All of this could have been avoided if you had established your place to begin with. If you had used your power for anything. You're letting yourself waste away like some kind of victim. All I wanted was a life away from the rankings. I don't want to be a part of your shitty kingdom. He just blamed everything on Weston's hierarchy and accused me of dragging him back into it. I mean, you kind of did. Nothing was going wrong for like the longest. Nothing was going wrong. And then after that day, everything started to go downhill, it seems like. And you started it. You really did start it. You got Serafina, like, you kind of got Serafina suspended. Yeah, the whole Unordinary thing, you got her suspended. And then after that day, that was kind of your fault. So, you know, this is the aftermath. Multiple people are at fault here. It's not just John's. Soon after he became Joker and started wreaking havoc around school, I tried everything I could to stop him, but nothing worked. He's unhinged. He's revenge-driven and utterly uncontrollable. Hey, shoutouts to that. Ain't nobody want to be controlled anyway. And that's why I had to bring you into this. Because you're probably the only person he'd listen to. I see. Stand. Okay. I have a better understanding of the situation now. But I still need some time to put my thoughts together. After that, I'll have a talk with him. Let's see, what's John doing here, bro? Is he coming up with another plan? He's just thinking about it? Oh, what was that look? Why? Why won't you just talk to me? Damn, John really just sounded like he got rejected by a girl at the moment. Not so happy with the results, are we? I figured I'd come talk to you again, now that you've experienced Joker's aftermath. Oh, fuck off, Cecile. Serafina was attacked, wasn't she? How did you know? So it's true. Well, it was a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. She used to be Wellston's ace after all, so I'm not surprised students would want to target her. Whether it's because they have old business to settle, or because they want the satisfaction of having defeated a goddess. That's not even defeating a goddess. That's defeating somebody at their lowest. People are just really retarded. They're like, yeah, man, I just defeated the strongest guy in the world. Yeah, you defeated him after he lost his powers, got stabbed multiple times, and couldn't walk. All right, nice job, bro. Nice fucking job. Amazing, bro. Does that mean you're stronger than him now? Crazy. Really, people really would have thought. People really are all garbage. Shoutouts to that. That's facts. Look, I don't know what's going through your head. I always assumed you wanted to take over Wellston because you were sick of seeing Serafina being mistreated. But you haven't realized you've made her situation even worse. Tat tat tat. Cecile. Are you saying it's my fault that this school is full of greedy fucks? Gulp. No, that's not it. What I mean is, previously Serafina's association with the royals kept the majority of her enemies away. But now all of Serafina's allies, who were passively protecting her before, won't be able to anymore. Students are able to use Joker's identity at will. So they don't have anything to be afraid of because nobody can hold them responsible for harming Serafina anymore. Please, John. If not for Wellston's sake, then at least for Serafina. Just reveal yourself. No. What? But why? I know just the way to keep Sarah out of trouble. Stare. What are you looking at? Cecile. I want you to look after her. Alright, kids. Alright. Okay, so this is how it's gonna go? That's kind of crazy. I mean, Cecile is definitely strong enough to take down all these freaking goofy ass niggas. Like, honestly, they're all trash. They're all weak as shit anyway. So she's like top 10 anyway, so yeah. I mean, I understand what you're thinking about, but like, unfortunately, she can't watch her 24/7 like you want everybody to. The way that the story is going so far, it's not that I'm not saying that is bad. I just wish that like things would go a little bit faster. I understand the way it's going. Like the number one thing that I'm definitely pleased with is that Serafina's finally getting she's finally learning the true story. But the problem is she doesn't learn the entire story. It would be easier if John just told her the whole story, which I'm sure she will find out eventually. But like at that point, like, shit, it might be too late. But I hope y'all enjoyed my reaction. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment down below, check out the rest of my videos because I'm posting these shits weekly. If you have other webtoons you want me to check out, because I see that this is not the only webtoon that I like to read. But hey, shout outs to that. Peace out. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe.